Welcome back to Daily AI News at Let's Data Science. It's 2026-0508. Today, we're diving into some pivotal developments from the future of machine intelligence to major product launches. Let's get to it. We begin with a significant milestone in AI assisted cybersecurity. Mozilla reports that it identified and fixed 423 latent security vulnerabilities in Firefox during April 2026. Leveraging agentic AI pipelines integrated with Anthropic's Claude Mythos preview and related models, including Mythos and Opus 4.6. In a detailed post on Mozilla Hacks titled Behind the Scenes Hardening Firefox with Claude Mythos Preview, engineers described how improved model capability, combined with what they call an agentic harness, dramatically increased the yield of actionable bug reports. The scale of change is striking. According to the Register, Mozilla fixed 423 bugs in April, compared with 76 in March and a monthly average of just 21.5 last year. The curated sample of disclosed bugs includes a 15-year-old issue in the HTML legend element and a 20-year-old XSLT DOM API flaw. More recent classes of vulnerabilities were also uncovered, including sandbox escape issues and WebAssembly-related attack primitives. In a related evaluation covered by Ars Technica and Security Week, Mozilla said Claude Mythos Preview helped identify 271 vulnerabilities that shipped in Firefox 150, with only 3 CVEs explicitly credited to Claude: CVE 266746, CVE 20 Phase 7, and CVE 2026-6758. What appears to be changing is not just the underlying model quality, but the orchestration layer around it. Mozilla engineers emphasize that middleware capable of steering model hypotheses, generating reproducible proof-of-concept exploits, parallelizing tests across virtual machines, and filtering false positives was as important as the model itself. Ars Technica quoted engineers saying the latest evaluation produced almost no false positives, a sharp departure from earlier eras of low-signal AI bug reports. For practitioners, this is a practical inflection point. The takeaway is not simply that Claude Mythos Preview is powerful, but that integrating frontier models into reproducible fuzzing and triage pipelines can materially improve vulnerability discovery across both legacy and modern code paths. At the same time, Security Week and commentators such as Bruce Schneier have cautioned that elite human researchers could have found many of these flaws, underscoring the dual-use debate. Still, the empirical delta in fixed bugs makes this one of the clearest demonstrations yet of AI-augmented defensive security at scale. Staying with infrastructure, the North American Electric Reliability Corporation, or NERC, has issued a Level 3 alert warning that large computational loads, including AI data centers, pose immediate risks to bulk power system reliability. This is the highest operational notice NERC issues, and according to E&E News, only the third time it has done so. The May 4, 2026 alert outlines 7 recommended actions and sets an August 3, 2026 deadline for affected registered entities to respond. NERC cited customer-initiated large load reductions and significant oscillations that occur in seconds, leaving little room for real-time grid response. Reporting from Renewable Energy World described a prior incident involving a lightning arrestor failure on a 230 kilovolt transmission line in Northern Virginia that contributed to the near simultaneous loss of approximately 1,500 megawatts of voltage-sensitive load, triggering cascading data center backup responses. E&E News also cited a draft paper involving researchers at NVIDIA, Microsoft, and OpenAI warning that AI training workloads can produce rapid oscillations capable of causing physical damage to grid infrastructure. For AI practitioners building or procuring large-scale compute clusters, this is not abstract policy. It suggests forthcoming requirements for telemetry, modeling data disclosure, ride-through capabilities, and potentially new reliability standards subject to Federal Energy Regulatory Commission approval. The August 3rd response deadline will be a key milestone in determining how quickly coordination between grid operators and hyperscale compute facilities becomes formalized. Our third top story returns to Anthropic, but this time on the business front. The Financial Times reports that Anthropic is weighing a summer fundraising round that could raise tens of billions of dollars and push its private valuation near $1 trillion. Bloomberg places the potential valuation above $900 billion, describing the talks as early stage and noting that Anthropic has not accepted any offers. Bloomberg also reports that Anthropic is exploring a possible initial public offering as soon as October. Previously reported backing includes a $10 billion commitment from Google, with an option for $30 billion more, and a $5 billion pledge from Amazon. If confirmed, a near $1 trillion valuation would position Anthropic alongside the largest technology firms globally. For the ecosystem, mega fundraisers at this scale typically signal aggressive compute procurement, multi-year GPU or accelerator contracts, expanded cloud commitments, and escalating operational budgets for larger context windows and fine-tuning workloads. For smaller AI startups, the implication is intensified competition for high-end GPU capacity and enterprise contracts. Now, for a few other key updates in our lightning round. Security researchers disclosed a vulnerability dubbed Shadow Prompt in Anthropic's Claude Google Chrome extension. Discovered by Koi security researcher Oren Yomtov, the flaw allowed zero-click prompt injection. According to coverage by the Hacker News and a technical write-up on Koi.ai, a malicious website could silently inject prompts into the extension, causing Claude to process them as if they were legitimate user requests. Reporting indexed by SecurityWeek indicated the exploit chain could have enabled exfiltration of Gmail access tokens, reading Google Drive files, and exporting chat history. The extension has since been patched, but the incident highlights the elevated attack surface introduced by browser-based AI agents. In product news, Business Insider reports that Google is internally dogfooding a Gemini-powered agent codenamed Remy. Described in internal documents as a 24/7 personal agent for work, school, and daily life, Remy can reportedly take actions on a user's behalf, not just generate responses. Decompiled app strings reported by 9to5 Google indicate integrations with Gmail, Calendar, Docs, Drive, Keep, Tasks, GitHub, WhatsApp, Spotify, and Google Photos, along with access to agent files and connected apps. Google has not confirmed a public release date, but Google I/O on May 19th and 20th is widely cited as a possible venue for announcements. On the enterprise front, Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky said during the company's Q1 earnings call that AI now writes nearly 60% of the code produced by Airbnb engineers. Yahoo Finance reports Airbnb posted revenue up 18% year over year to $2.7 billion, with gross booking value of $29 billion. Management also said AI resolves more than 40% of support issues and helped reduce cost per booking by about 10% year over year. Chesky specifically referenced teams using Claude Code. For engineering leaders, the key question remains how companies define and measure AI-written versus AI-assisted code. In research, a Nature paper published today introduces Phase Deformer, a diffusion transformer architecture developed by researchers at Osaka University. The model decomposes multi-phase powder X-ray diffraction patterns from a single observation by treating the diffusion denoising trajectory as a probabilistic regressor. Validated on synthetic mixtures and experimental PXRD measurements, Phase Deformer could streamline high-throughput materials workflows if code and datasets are released for broader replication. Finally, Bloomberg reports that U.S. prosecutors are investigating a suspected scheme involving NVIDIA chips embedded in supermicrocomputer servers, allegedly diverted to China via Bangkok-based Oban Corp, with Alibaba named as one of multiple end customers. The Economic Times cites roughly $2.5 billion in server purchases in 2024 and 2025 linked to the intermediary. Reuters has not independently verified the report. For AI hardware procurement teams, the story underscores the compliance and supply chain risks surrounding advanced accelerator exports. And that's your AI briefing for today. The landscape is moving faster than ever, and we'll be here to track it with you. For more insights, visit us at letsdatascience.com. Thanks for tuning in, stay curious, and we'll be back tomorrow with the latest in AI.